Hello and welcome back to Ultima 7, the Black Gate and Forge of Virtue. We are intrinsic, investigating a murder of poor Sparkhere's father, Christopher. He was murdered in a very gruesome, ritualistic manner, and so far we have learned that he had an argument with the leader of the Fellowship, and somebody and a guard rather was knocked out, and suggests that people may have fled the city on the same night, headed for Britain in the ship known as the Crown Jewel. So we were suggested to go back to Gargan and see if he knew anything about the Crown Jewel. But first we're going to take a look around here and see what else we have, because we've been most places now. Excuse me. We don't need any more boots. Whoops. We will take that little bit of gold. What's that? Cloth. We don't need that. Cake. We'll leave the cake behind too. Oh, it's locked. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do about that. I did a little bit of inventory management off camera to move some things around. Pick broke. Unlocked. Haha. And it's closed. Who locks close? What's your book? The Knight and the Thief by Hobbes. This novel describes the life of an heroic warrior suffering from delusions of an alternate life as a rogue and cutpurse. Okay. I think this takes us back up to the whatever hound inn? Happy Hound? Howling Hound? Something like that. Been everywhere else down here. I think we've been everywhere, so let's go back and see what Gargan has to say. Hello, Gargan. Yes, matey? Gargan asks, coughing. You know anything about the Crown Jewel? Yes, that ship was docked overnight, he consults his log. She sailed for Britain at sunrise. I do not recall seeing anyone get on or off. Gargan snorts and coughs a couple of times. Know anything about a man with a hook? Matey, I have always seen pirates and sailors with peg legs and hooks. If thou hast seen one, thou hast seen another. But the man suddenly frowns. Now that thou dost mention it, I did see a man with a hook late last night after sundown. I was leaving the shop and saw him outside. There was a wingless gargoyle with him. They were walking east. Gargan sneezes, then coughs a couple of times. I told thee it was him. I think we've already asked you about everything else. Okay, thank you, Gargan. May thy day be smooth sailing. Sailor starts to say, but a coughing spasm interrupts him. Okay, so I think we have everything we need. Let's go talk to Finnegan the mayor and report back. Whoops. Finnegan. Hast thou properly searched the stables? Yes. What didst thou find? We found a key. Ask Spark about it. Whoops. Okay, let's try again. A crime like this has never happened in Intrinsic before. I cannot believe this happened to Christopher and Dinamo. Please, explore the town. I would appreciate it if thou wouldst bring me a report on thy progress. Be sure to ask everyone in town about the murder. After speaking with Christopher's son, thou must next want to talk to Gilberto, the guard on watch at the dock last night. Yeah, I already did. The mayor hesitates, then leans in to speak quietly. Actually, I've seen something like this before. It was about 4 years ago in Britain. You have you? Tell me about this thing in Britain. 'Twas before I came to Trinsic. There was a murder with strikingly similar aspects. A body was found mutilated exactly like poor Christopher. It appeared to be a ritualistic killing. I would wager that whoever was responsible for that murder is the culprit behind this one. I think we're just ready for the report. Art thou ready to answer some questions concerning the investigation? Yes. Very well. What is Christopher's occupation? He was a blacksmith. What didst thou find at the murder site? Well, you didn't like when I said a key, so I guess you'll say I found a body. I know that. What else didst thou find? Thou shalt look again, Avatar. But I tried key and you didn't like it. Did I miss something? No. And what did the key open? A chest. What didst thou find in the chest? All of these things. A scroll, some gold, and a medallion. Dost thou have a suspect? Yep. What dost this villain look like? He had a hook for a hand. Any leads on finding this villain? He went on the crown jewel. The mayor is pleased. It seems thou art pursuing thine investigation with genuine fervor. Methinks thou shouldst go to Britain and see if thou canst find this man with a hook. Here is half of thy reward money. Thou wilt receive the rest when thou dost prove the killer hath been brought to justice. The mayor hands you 100 gold coins. I guess that's alright. Dost thou need the password? Well, yeah. I gotta get out of the city. Before I give thee the password, I must admit I have had my doubts about thou truly being the Avatar. I must ask thee to indulge me in order to satisfy my somewhat suspicious nature. I shall ask thee a few questions regarding the geography of Britannia. Please answer with the number of the longitude or latitude from thy cloth map. Remember, longitude refers to the lines that run north, south. They are determined by the numbers at the bottom of the map. Latitude refers to the lines that run east, west. They are determined by the numbers on the left side of thy map. If these questions are answered correctly, then I will cast aside all my doubts. What latitude runs through the center of Buccaneer's Den? Yeah, so these are basically the, I forget what they're called now, the security questions to make sure that you actually bought the game, because they came with the hard copies of the game themselves. I never had a map, so I'm not sure if you can actually use the map to determine the answers, but I remember that they were in a book that came with it. Of course, now you can just look them up online. What latitude runs through the center of Buccaneer's Den? 60. If I remember, I think with Finnegan, if you're not sure, 60 is a good thing to guess. I think it's often 60. What latitude runs through the center of Skara Brae? 30. What latitude runs through the center of the deep forest? And also 60. Excellent. I have no doubt now that thou art the one and true Avatar. Oh, I almost forgot. The password to leave or enter the town is Blackbird. Okay. Thanks, Finnegan. Well, let's check out. I don't think I've seen what you have going on here. Ability underwater scavenging and cricket playing, whereby the participants belonging to the first party of the first team may also engage in supplementary treasure seeking within the bounds of 239 feet. Okay, I don't understand. Whereby the participants belonging to the second party of the second team may follow accordingly, provided they use no handkerchiefs within the bounds of the 7 1/2 feet of the first party of the first part. Be it be known that the second party of the first part may not involve outside. Oof. What's this? Brommer's Britannia by Brommer. Betwixt the covers of this atlas is a detailed description of the entire continent Britannia and the nearby islands. Yep, we've got that. That's it. Excuse me. Excuse me. Looks like... Oh! I actually didn't even know that was the way to do that. I just double-clicked on the wall and it opened. I bet it happens again here. What's going on in this secret office. I knew you could get back here. I didn't remember that was the way to do it, though. We got some gold. We'll take that. Thank you. Bill of indoor animal housing. We don't need to read that. Ownership of the horse and carriage. Oh, I could take the... I don't know if I could actually use the horse and carriage if I stole that. Sure, let's try it. See what happens. Anything in the desk? Nothing good. Let's get rid of, now that I don't need this anymore. That should have been part of my inventory management earlier. Hate to hold on to quest items after you lose them. No matter how much I work on inventory management, it always ends up being a mess. Bloody Blades and Buxom Beauties, we already read that. The Knight and the Thief, we read that too. We're so well read. And we checked the chest. Alright, well that's a nice little secret hiding place. Anything else in here, Finnegan? Some bread. We don't really need the bread. You can keep your bread. Great. Okay, well, to Britain then. We're hungry. Let me out, please. Password is Blackbird. Very well, thou mayest pass. Stand away. No, not more rain.
Yes, that is the proper direction to travel, Avatar.
Okay. Thank you. What's going on here? Who are you? You see a middle-aged actress with a very serious expression. She is unable to speak with you because she is concentrating on her part in the passion play. Perhaps you should speak to Paul. You see a young entertainer who beckons to you. I am Paul. My colleagues' names are Merrill and Dustin. And what do? We perform a passion play about the Fellowship. It costs only 2 gold per person to see. If thou dost want us to perform it, please say so. Oh, I don't want that at all, but... yeah, okay. Wouldst thou like to see our passion play? Ugh, yes. Paul takes your gold. We thank thee. If thou wouldst make thyself comfortable, we shall begin. As the actors take their places and don masks, you settle down to watch the action. Spark whispers to you, I wish there was a confectioner that sold candied apples. That would be nice, Spark, you're right. The music starts the play as Paul takes center stage and addresses the audience. Welcome to our tale, a tale so true to life. 'Tis a tale of tragedy. A man has lost his wife. But the story need not be sad. When the Fellowship is here, the triad of inner strength gives one no cause to fear. Dustin takes the stage as Paul moves away. Merrill lies on the ground in front of him and assumes a death-like pose. 'Tis doom, 'tis despair, 'tis death, my bloodied wife is gone. Disease has taken her away, and left me with but a song. Dustin puts his head in his hands and mimes, sobbing. As he sobs, Merrill rises from her death in a ghost-like fashion, then addresses Dustin. Mine husband, my love, do not despair, 'tis not doom. Thou shalt rise above all this melancholy and gloom. Who doth speak to me? Could it be she? Or have I indeed gone mad? But who else could it be? Mine husband, thou must listen. Thou hast thy comfort within thy grip. Thou must only seek them out, those that can help the Fellowship. Oh, I missed that. Those that can help the Fellowship. Merrill drifts off stage, leaving Dustin alone. The Fellowship? She said. But what do I need with it? I have mine 8 virtues and mine healers. With these nothing else will fit. Paul enters the stage with Merrill, who now wears a different mask. But that is where thou art wrong. The Fellowship exists to help thee. The triad of inner strength is here to give thee a sense of unity. Join us now, and thou wilt see. Join thy brothers and our plan. To promote the tenets of our group, thou wilt be a better man. At this point, an elaborate, mimed sequence reveals how Dustin joins the Fellowship, receives his medallion from a branch leader, portrayed by Paul, and receives congratulations from Meryl. Strive for unity at all times, and trust thy brother through all ill. For worthiness precedes thine own reward. Hark to our words, it surely will. I shall give half my wealth to thee. I shall do thy bidding and then wait. My reward shall come one day and free me from mine awful fate. Dustin mimes giving Paul some money. Paul exits, then Dustin lies down on the stage and mimes going to sleep. After a moment, Meryl enters the stage, dances around Dustin's body, sprinkling some kind of sparkling dust on him. Iola whispers to you, I'm particularly enjoying the visual effects. The script is a little weak, dost thou not think? Meryl leaves the stage and Dustin wakes up. Lo and behold, he finds a bag near his place of sleep. Upon opening it, he finds a bundle of gold. By Lord British I declare, 'tis my reward from the air. The voice I heard at night was right. About my wretched life I will not care. The voice came to me in a dream. 'Twas mine inner voice, so fair. I now have a companion and provider, and a master about whom I care. You are jarred by the actor's choice of words, companion, provider, and master. You realize you have heard them before. This is really awful. Paul and Meryl join Dustin on the stage, and they all hold hands. The Fellowship can give thee a purpose. To join is thine only choice. Commit thyself to our just cause, and find thine inner voice. At that point, the actors bow, and you realize it is the end. You give them polite applause. What do they mean about inner voice? I'm not sure I understand. 'Twas a confusing play. I did not like it at all. Well said, Iola. We've wasted our time and money. That is the last time that I let thee decide how best we entertain ourselves. Hungry. Alright, let's eat. Iola's got the food. Whoops, we can get rid of those. Mutton. Whoops. Spark, you can have some bread too. No, you don't need it. You don't eat much. You did say that. Okay. Onwards to Britain. Ooh. Good thing we've got swamp boots. Haha. Not all of us though, just me. Okay, where are we? Oh, I don't have my rune script here, but I will later, and I'll be able to read these. So it comes back. I used to know it actually okay, which is pretty embarrassing, I guess. It'll probably come back pretty quickly. But anyways. Whoops. I love the music. Hello. You see the town bartender. She looks very busy, but she obviously takes pride in her work. I'm Polly. It's a pleasure to meet thee. What do you do? The owner and proprietor of the Salty Dog, the finest eating and drinking establishment in all of Paws, at thy service. Paws? Actually, there are no other inns or pubs in Paws. It's a small place, but our food and drink here is quite good, honestly. Well, I don't want to buy anything, and I don't need a room. Okay, well, thanks, Polly. Good day to thee, my lord. Have anything fun? None of that's fun. Cheese. Let's take a little bit of cheese. We'll just take the big ones. You'll thank us later, Polly. Polly? That doesn't matter. Whoops. Plates? We don't need plates. Ooh, ominous music change. We're in town though, so I don't think there's really anything that bad that can happen. Oh, there's a guard. Oh! Will I come quietly? Oh, I didn't even know. Okay, yeah, let's come quietly. The man greets you with a stern, suspicious eyes. I'm Sir Jeff, my lord. I'm the High Court official at the prison here at the Abbey. Okay. Tell me about the Abbey. The monks live and study there, but they do little more than winemaking. Well, I know of one of them tends the garden. I'm the judiciary part of Britannia's government. It is my job to see that criminals are brought to justice. Criminals. We have 2 prisoners already, but there are many scoundrels who still roam free. Scoundrels? See for thyself. The posted bills for known villains are in the logbook in the courtroom. I can't see. I'm locked up. Thou, of course, hast never met them, he says, his brow narrowing. Boy of a pirate, he pauses, and a troll. If thou dost wish to see them, speak with Goth, the jailer. Goth? He's only been working here for a few weeks, but I already know he's not trustworthy. There is something obviously unscrupulous about him. He is not a friend of thine, is he? No. No, he says, watching you closely. Of course not. Bye. What's with the lever? Oh, we can just walk out. Wow. And can we get all our things back? Wild. Well, that's pretty fun. I didn't know that was going to happen. So, let's get all our things back. And you know what? Why don't we just end it there? Because that was pretty fun. And we'll come back into pause where we left off last time.